All right, what's going on, y'all? Give me a minute here. Hope everybody had a good weekend. You just get to where you need to have a break from from these videos. So I think when it comes to trying to put in some family time and all that, all right, I think that I don't know, work, but it gets to a point where, particularly like when I went out of town for the weekend, but it gets to where it's either one or the other. So now I'm back online now. All right, but I got the chance to watch things from kind of like a bird's eye view. By the way, how's everybody today? Hopefully, everybody's back home safely and okay. Thank you for your time. So, I want to talk about here because again, it is a hot issue. The This debt ceiling being raised, or there's a proposal for the debt ceiling to be raised, and I just think that it's important to talk about this. All right, this issue I've never seen it become such a hot issue. Although, yes, I've heard of the debt ceiling, was at risk of being either raised or the government going into default. But the way that it's being dramatized with the media and then how this topic has played on people's emotions, okay? Where people, I guess, more than ever are worried about, in this day and age, of keeping the things that they have and supporting their families and jobs and this and that. All right, a lot of people are not getting paid as well as they did back years ago, or let's say pre-modern times that we're in now. And you just have to pray and have faith, and you also have to show works. But we do live in reality. Okay, you could be into, as they say, or biblically, you could be in the world, but not of the world. Okay, so let's get right into the what's going on here. So it seems like it's a deal that's been reached between the what is the Republican major whip. His name is Mike McCarthy, and the president. I guess he's nodding on it. Okay, nodding in on it, and they're able to work some type of deal. Now it's just a matter of time. I guess it's got to pass in, which it will look like it will pass in the Republican House of Representatives, and then it's got to go through the Democratic Congress, okay, which is divided. Okay, this is basically the reason why they're having problems with this ordeal in the first place, because Congress is divided. But back to that here in a second. So the details I got on this deal is the debt ceiling, which should be raised by June the 5th at the latest, is going to raise the deficit by another $4 trillion. So it'll be raised from $31.5 trillion to $36.5 trillion. And that this is going to go last until January 2025. Okay. Something about the spending where let's see here, the Republicans wanted the Democrats to spend less, all right, and also do things like let's see, the employment, they wanted to, I guess, to have more people that put in for their benefits, like unemployment, to share more details about, if they're looking for jobs and that type of stuff, okay? Particularly like if you're 54 and under, which was previously 49 and under, okay? And some other details like forfeiting the COVID money, so forth, COVID funds that they previously had. So that's the way that it's going to work. I think it's going to kind of drag through the congressional system to work out whatever deals they're going to work out or whatever amendments, and to get it polished off. A lot of people are not happy with this deal. Okay, but I guess it's a deal in the end of the day where both parties or everybody has to try to agree on. Some people are probably going to get pissed off because they're not going to get everything. There are going to be some people are going to be left out, but it's all political to this point. They know it. Okay, people in the know that knows it. Okay, and if the government defaults, because you have like 77 million people that rely on a lot of these government checks, i.e., Social Security, this military disability, your military gets paid. All right. So if one check, the government defaults, if they would miss one check, I can guarantee you many of those people, including the president, they would not get reelected. Okay. Particularly like Joe Biden. That's a wrap. He would not be reelected in 2024. Okay. Now, according to the polls, Trump is leading the polls and all that. Okay, but we just don't know what's going to happen here in 2024. But that would not happen if one check. So it's all political, and I really don't think they have the best interest of the people, and I think that through this is more profound than ever, other than themselves and maybe their families and all that. Okay, and they're probably looking at the fact that committees, interest groups, all right, it could be other people like CEOs and like corporate companies and all that, all right, big wigs that put these politicians in office, all right, because they feel like they were the best people to get the job done, all right. So it's kind of like one of the things where I just feel like President Biden and the rest of the gang, okay, congressional gang, have to turn the other cheek. That's on top of whatever deals that they could not work out previously at that time. All right. Again, I don't think that the government is going to default. It doesn't look like that. But once this deal is signed, and you know what, come 2025, it will get raised up again. Okay. You can count on more than likely higher bank interest rates. That's going on anyway. Okay, with the interest rates raised on the Fed Bank, okay, because the banks have to pay more. I think that people are going to unemployment is going to go up, and that I think that'll start. You'll start feeling the effects of that probably around the end of July, 1st of August. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. Okay, I think that the taxes are going to be raised on like the middle class. Okay, not the rich. And even if the taxes are raised on the rich, all right, they can afford to weather the storm. So I'd say all in all, keep on preparing, y'all. If you're the type of person that is they have to talk to a lot, you may want to go on and polish up your resume. All right, keep your job. Do what you have to do on your job. All right, if you lose your job, just find another job, find another line of work. All right, so again, keep preparing, because all they're doing is they pushing this ordeal further and further down the road, and somewhere along the line, it is, we will end up hitting a crisis. So let me know what you think about the video there. Thank you for your time. I'm going to touch bases on this subject again. Like, subscribe, share. Check out some of the other videos. Cash at $ Winston Spivey if you want to donate.